Hello and welcome to the LDM Show. I'm your host today, Charles Laloma, and every other day. I don't know why shows be starting like that, right? I'm your host, Charles Laloma. Yeah, I'm thinking it says it in the bottom, maybe, and you've been watching the show for a couple of times. But we have to do we have to do some sharing here, so I got to share it to my page. Make sure everybody knows this. So, Aiden, shut it up. All righty. Now I got to share it to my page. Ooh, goodness gracious. Have him be quiet, Mama. So, anyway, today we're going to be speaking about a couple of stuff here. We have a couple of questions that we're going to do, but overall, today is Veteran Day. And I want to say thank you to all the Air Force, Navy, Marines, even the reserves, everyone that's, in the military that's been sacrificing their lives for us. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for being a part of that. You guys have more courage than a lot of people, than myself too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give to a government that don't give to me. But you know, so thank you guys. But I also put a post up. A lot of people, and I'm gonna say it. A lot of people was like, "Oh, thank you for fighting for our freedom and freedom of speech and freedom of this." But then when they were taking it away from you, you guys don't do nothing about it. So they basically were fighting for no reason then, because you're just letting everybody take it away from you anyway. See how that worked? But anyway, shout outs to everybody that's watching. I'm going into my page now to find some of the questions that we had. So we have a couple of questions that we're going to be doing today. What I have is about kids, mid-aged kids, and how it interacts when you're a basic how you call it, separation. I want to talk about that, and then there is a husband and wife question that I want to ask as well too. So, but it is Thursday. Hey, we've been having good days lately. Like I almost forgot it was almost close. It was fall, so that was pretty cool. What did you guys do for your days that you had? The nice days I'm saying that you had, because there were some pretty nice days out there. I don't know. I Hey J Sam, how's it going? Well, J Sam, he been outside enjoying the good couple day weather that we had. Yeah, the weather. I tell you, the weather is just like life. Whatever comes to you, you got to take it in that moment. This weather was so nice, and I seen people online talking about, "Woo, this weather is nice," but they stood indoors. Go outside, enjoy the parks. Get hit by one of the leaves that are falling down or the walnuts that are hitting the ground. So, something. Go outside, enjoy your life. Because it doesn't mean you have to have money to go out. No, go out. We have a big park like I say about 10-minute walk from us. We take it sometimes just to walk around and see the colors of the leaves, enjoy the life. Um, when you see things like that, you enjoy yourself even more. So, and hey, what's going on, Renato? I see you online too. Thank you for watching, and thank you for always watching, basically. But yeah, we need to, as humans, to take that one moment that they give us and don't lose it. Enjoy it. So if Mother Nature say, "Hey, I'm going to give you this one day of good weather," don't be indoors moping about it. Take a walk. If you're going to go to the store, let's say to the supermarket or something, go to the supermarket 2 blocks down or 3 blocks down, because there's a supermarket like in every block. It's like a bodega in every block. So especially living in the Bronx, but go to another one. That way you can take that nice walk and get that nice breath of air, because that is what keeps you healthy. You know. and don't think about nothing. Just walk around, look at the cars. Of course, you got to think about crossing the streets and stuff like that, of course. But you know what I mean. Don't think of issues that you're having or nothing. The only thing you have is going to the store, breathing the air, and coming back. Take that time, you know. But these days were nice. Let me know what you guys did on these 2 days that were pretty cool. Because today wasn't, it was okay, but it wasn't that great as the other 2 days. But yeah, let me know what you guys did. Because to me, enjoying a day out, it's always good to do. Because if you do not do it, you're gonna be like, I wish I did. So you don't want that problem, right? So go out, have fun, and enjoy your life. But anyway, again, shout outs to all the veterans out there that served or didn't serve for no matter what reason you did, why you served for. Because remember, back in the 60s, the 50s, they were forced. They had a draft. So, we're lucky that we never had that draft again. But, they were drafted to be, so I like that word draft, right? Let's say the real word, where they were forced. You know what I'm saying? They were forced. We ain't no NFL and in a sports team talking about, yeah, I was drafted to this team. No, you wasn't. You were forced to that team, to fight. So thank you for guys who did the Vietnam War and the Korean War and all that stuff. So thank you guys. Okay, let me go in here if I can see the comments. No,
All
okay.
right. Ronaldo said, I enjoy the weather a lot. I went to my favorite park. Also, I enjoyed the New York City Marathon the other day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ronaldo, I don't know if you've seen it, but there is a video out there about a good humanity issue. Two strangers running on the marathon, and two white guys. Put it like this, because I noticed when it's a harmony of a black and white person helping each other, they never say a white person helping the black person. But I'm gonna say it. Two white joggers were running. One black jogger collapsed. He couldn't make it no more. You know what they did? Both joggers didn't know each other. They went and they grabbed the black jogger, picked him up, and helped him run to the finish line. They forgot about their time. They forgot about why they were there. And the whole crowd was cheering. That was I think the best part of the whole marathon was that. Like, forget everybody else that was running or someone that beat the time. They made a history. No, to me, that was the best part of the marathon. Totally three strangers, not knowing each other, only bonded by one thing, and that was being human and running a marathon. They all had the same goal, to finish. Not to finish first, not to finish last, not to beat a person's time, just to finish. And they made sure that he accomplished. They didn't even know him. They don't even know that was his dream or not. They don't even first run. They just picked him up and helped him. So we can learn a lot from them. So, kudos to them. So I'm happy that they did that. Uh, hey, Melissa, my goddaughter's online as well. So how you doing? But yeah, that was I'm talking about so crazy. And yeah, Ronaldo said it was 57 degrees today. That's probably why it wasn't so great, because it was like 60 to 62 for the other 2 days. So again, enjoy the life when you can, because we never know when we're going to get another 62-degree day like that. So, and again, shout outs to everyone that ran that marathon. Because I know some of us, we running across the street to the store and we be like, woo, I need some air. So you could imagine running the marathon, But, well, some of us might run the marathon if we have the cops chasing us, or a dog chasing us. I'll run that marathon. But, yeah, shout out to them. Yes, Ronaldo said, yes, I did. It was wonderful. I saw it, people helping each other. And that was the whole good part about the marathon, people helping each other. So, I tell you this much, it was good. But I enjoy it. And again, shout out to my goddaughter. I think this is my first time my goddaughter's watching me on but shout outs to them, to her as well.
J
But
Sam said that was beautiful.
yeah, it was J Sam. The video, I watched the video without the audio because I already know what they were gonna say. Two strangers help a jogger. No, no. I like, let's say it the way it's supposed to be, because if it was vice versa, if it was the a beating or something, you automatically, the media would have said two black people beating up a white person. You know what I'm saying? They would have mentioned the color. But since this was a good, heartful thing, they didn't mention no colors. No, no, no. I mentioned it. Two white guys helping this one black guy. All three were strangers. That is what the world needs to be. So that is so great. Uh, Jay Samuel said that it was much more than that. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And that's what I said. Three guys had a dream of finishing the marathon. That's all their goal was, to finish that marathon. So they want to make sure other people finish that goal as well. Because you don't want to run a marathon and then in the middle you're gonna quit. You know, yeah, I'll start walking. I don't care. Be like 2 weeks later, I'm finishing the marathon. Talking about, sir, this finished like 2 weeks later. Let me go. Let me go. I'm coming down this line. You know what I'm saying? But I am gonna finish it. So shout outs to them. But the biggest one is the Boston, right? I think that's the bigger, more miles than the New York. I think. But we were privileged to be in the Chicago Marathon. We got to see them setting it up. We didn't get to see them run because we were like, we're not going down. But we watched them set up and everything. So, that was kind of crazy. And already people were looking at the track. See, they were getting like a mental state about how they're going to run this. So that is so cool. But I did put a questionnaire up on the page here, and we're gonna get into it. I know some people that are watching probably don't have kids, but I wrote, by law, if an adult can have sex with an underage person, it is called rape or child molestation, right? Am I correct, engineer? So, should some of them serve the same amount of time? If you got caught with an underage person, it's called rape or child molestation, right? So should some of them serve the same time, but all of them should have a record? It don't matter. My question is, by law, if you're with an underage person, it is called rape, child abuse, or molestation. Shouldn't they all be having a record if you got caught doing it? Or should you be charged? What y'all think? Throw me out a yes or no in there. I want to see what you guys think. Should they all be charged? Because what I'm going to say determines on your answers. I'm waiting for someone to Melissa said, wait, where we at? Hey, Apollonia, how's it going? Why it says this? I can't see it. It says this comment has been hidden.
Oh, Melissa said rape, statutory rape, molestation.
Yeah, but shouldn't they all get charged, no matter what? Should they?
Meaning whether it's male or female? What's up?
Anybody that got caught with an underage person, should they get charged, or they should have the same amount of time?
Are they both underage?
Both underage don't mean nothing. Should they get? And you know why the engineer keeps running around the question, right? Because she's a female. She knows if she says yes, I'm going to attack the females, because the reason why.
Why does it have to be an attack, though? Why can't
you
share your opinion?
No,
why does it have to be aggressive?
No, because listen, there's a lot of females that are getting caught. A lot of celebrity females as well that are getting caught or stating that they had an underage mate, but they never got charged or they never went to jail. But then there are some men that got caught with an underage. They either got, went to jail or they got charged, whichever one. But in some cases, some men will get a 10-year, while the one male, it can be white or black, it doesn't matter, he can probably get 3 or 4. So shouldn't it be like the same amount? If I get caught with a 13-year-old and I'm 50 years old and I get 10 years, this guy is 50 years old and he got caught with a 13-year-old, he gets 2 years. Does that make any sense? You know what I'm saying? I think it should be all the same amount of years, and no matter who you are, you should be charged. Now, I'm not saying you should go to jail, because maybe the girl was 16 and I'm 21, but we're together. Because I've seen cases like that. This one guy got charged, and he has now a sex offending record where he has to register everywhere he goes, but he's married to the person that they charged him about. He's married to the same person, but he was 21, and this happened in Pennsylvania. He was 21 years old, but since her parents got upset because of something that he didn't want to do for them, they charged him. Wow. He went to jail, came back out 2 years later, went right with the girl, and then they got married and they got kids and everything.
There was one, a very public case like that, right? Remember, like a female teacher?
Oh, no, that was a teacher. No, but this one was a guy that I was reading about it when I was in court. What was it? I think my first year.
All right. Melissa said female teachers are doing it and they're going to jail. Yes, I agree. You should be charged.
Yeah. But again, with the teachers, there are some male teachers that are doing it, but they don't get charged sometimes. Male? Yes. But since it was so new that the females are doing it, they wanted to make a sample out of them. True. So you can't, this is my whole thing is, you can't not do one thing and then the other side do a different thing. I'm talking to the people that are making the laws and the ones that think they God. Oh, I'm sorry, the judges. I'm sorry, I said God. Oh, my bad. Because all the judges think they have a complex about themselves. They think that they hold. Well, yeah, they do pretty much hold your lives in their hands, but they cannot dictate what the law says. You know what I'm saying? You cannot go.
You can pick and choose.
Right. You cannot have a law or like a misdemeanor or something that it's only from like almost a year of your life, a misdemeanor. You cannot be like, okay, I'm going to give you 5 years. No, you can't. It's a misdemeanor. Oh, rape in the second degree. Everybody else, I gave 8 years. I'm going to give you 20. No, it shouldn't be this way. But it is, and that's the problem. How can we fix it? I don't know. Maybe get these God complex judges out the seats or something. But there are a lot of females now that are coming out and saying they're doing this, and they don't get in trouble. They don't get in trouble. But a guy that does it, they get into the Me Too movement, and they wind up their career messed up. So this brings me to my next question about this situation. Should the person that cried wolf be charged? What do you think about that? Answer below, everyone. Should the person that cried wolf be charged? And then Melissa said, in a place that you are trusting your child to be safe in. Yeah. See, but that's different. A female, see, yeah, a lot of people look at it different. Oh, my God, this female teacher has taken advantage of this little male boy. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Rico suave, come out. You know what I mean? The Rico suave come out on me, and I was trying to kick it to the teacher or something. So some of these guys nowadays look like men, just like the girls look like women. So maybe the guy was pushing up on the teacher. I don't know. Because us, I'm not going to lie. Some of the guys, we look at some of the teachers and we were like, wow. Well, my teachers no. When I was young, we didn't have those teachers. We had the ugly, you know, teachers look like they coming to school with their nightgowns on. It didn't look right. We didn't have teachers like you guys have right now. You know what I'm saying? We had the ugly, we, the unbreathing ones that are trying to go up the flights. We had those teachers, so we didn't really have that problem. Um, but a male teacher uh, with a female, I think it's more to me. I'm saying it's more dramatic because the male should know more than the female. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know. Females, when they're a teenager, they get all giddy. Oh my God, yeah, he likes me. If you notice, even in shows, freshmen be like, oh my God, look at that guy. And he's a senior? Ooh, wee. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's backwards. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Apollonia said she had a crush on a teacher as once. I think everyone had that teacher that they had a crush on. Especially when you hit puberty or something, your mindset is different. You look at a teacher and you're like, wow, and you'll have that little crush. Like I said, I didn't because all my teachers were regular, and then I had a lot of guy teachers, so I think I had like two or three female teachers. But yeah, I was close to them. They were good friends, but I don't think I never had a crush on them. But again, I don't have teachers the way they looking now. So, but overall, you know, like Frankie all day said, of course, you may go, wow, I was 9 and in love with my teacher, and he was fine. But I never home trained, beat these kids' asses, and teach them that they are a child. Yeah, but the whole concept, a crush is going to be a crush. You're always going to have a crush on an older person or a person that basically helped you or did something. And for that one moment, you looked at them and they looked like they were God. And, so that one little crush happens. That's why a lot of people was like, oh, I'm in love, I'm in love. And then next week, oh, I'm in love with him. And then next week, oh, I'm in love with him. It's called a crush. But you always wind up trying to be in love with different people. But as an adult, you should know that already. You should know that you went through that phase. So by teachers doing that, I hold them more responsible, and I figure like I should give them more years because you're a teacher. The word is in your title, teacher. Teach them that it's just a crush. Teach them that they are reading wrong into it. That's my, I'm saying. So, hey, Jahira, how's it going? She said, oh, I did in middle school. My dean, Mr. Yeah, that's Ralph's daughter. Melissa said, I agree. And then she also said, it is the grooming that I am against for relationships with minors. Teens and children don't have the experience to understand manipulation from their victors. And this is what I'm speaking about. As an adult, we know, come on. Now, as an adult, if a kid tells me something, I'll be like, mm-hmm. So you're going to tell me the truth? What do you mean? Boy, I did that already. You know what I'm saying? Let me guess. What you're really trying to tell me is you're going down to go check out that girl over there, right? Oh, man, how did you know? Because I did that already. So as an adult, as a teacher, you should know you did that already. You had a crush on someone. So teach them that it's just a crush. So for any teachers that are watching, this is my opinion to you. So if you get busted by being with a teenager or underage person, then you should get more years because you're a teacher. You know what I'm saying? You should know better, and it's in your title. Now, if you're a predator and you do it, then like there was a article I read. I don't remember if I was in school or already out of school, but it doesn't matter, that they were stating that being a predator is a mental disease. So they should treat them as a mental patient. I didn't like it when I first read it, and I still don't like it. Now, there is some truth to it because you ever heard someone get caught in jail, in the news for rape, and you were like, wow, that guy is sick. Maybe he is. You know what I'm saying? Because you never say, man, that guy is sick when you hear he killed like 3 or 4 people. You say, God, that guy's crazy. So it's opposite. You know what I'm saying? Why you call the person that is a serial killer crazy but not sick? Serial killer to me should be sick, right?
Well, because I guess it's next level. So, like, they're sick and then they're crazy.
Now, I think crazy is you thought you were going to get away with it by going with that little young girl. You crazy. See? Now you need mental help. You sick, you need mental help too. They both, I don't know. They both the same. So, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. But again, if you guys that are logging on, thank you for logging on. We're speaking about should predators, meaning molesters and all that, get the same across the board. So I think we need to stop the bull crapping about if I get caught robbing a store with a gun and I took $1,000 and they gave me 2 years. This guy across the other world robbed the store with a gun and got $1,000, but he got 10 years because he did it at nighttime. I did it during the daytime. I don't know what's the difference. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be across the board. If you gave this person 2 years for having a gun and robbing and only getting $1,000, this person did the same thing. I don't care if it's day, night. I don't care if it was Christmas. He gets only the same amount of years. It should be across the board.
Well, I guess they consider sometimes, like, is he a repeat offender? Has he?
Well, no, I'm saying, yeah, okay. We're going to take that. We'll take, but if he's a repeat offender, yeah, you add another year. But I'm saying, like, let's say if they first timers, because I seen first timers get different years. You know? But watch your kids, teach your kids what a crush means. You know, I hear people like, I'm going to teach my kid this, I'm going to teach my kid that. Teach them what a crush means. Crush doesn't mean that you go with your impulse. Because that impulse is on everybody. I don't care what people think, what people will say, oh, you're nasty, Charles, you're nothing. No. Sexual beings. That's what humans are. So as a teenage female, as a teenage male, we are here to breed. For y'all Christians who say y'all Christians, read your book that the man made that wrote. It says we are here to reproduce. Correct? So it's in your mind already. It's in your mindset to look at someone and say, wow, I can part. Why you think since day one, either they wear jewelry, they get big and plump, the men, because a female would look at the men back in the days and say, he can take care of us. He can fight away all the enemies that come into my cave. You know what I'm saying? Then it turned out to be, wow, he looks good with that little key cut. You know what I'm saying? And he looked good in the throne, sitting there with a big throne. He had a big house. Females looked at that. Then the men looked at the females differently. So everyone dresses and acts a certain way to get that mate. We're sexual beings. So we can't say, oh, they are disgusting. No, they just don't know how to control it. That's the problem. So maybe it is mental. Now that we speak about it, maybe it is a mental sickness that they have. Melissa said, I read that they're trying to push, pornography as a sexual orientation. I don't know if it is true. They quote me on that.
Pedophilia as a sexual orientation. I don't know if it's true. Don't quote me on that.
Yes, that is true. This came from the article that I read. when someone was doing a piece on it in school, and they were speaking about how it was, and then I read about it. So I don't know what school it was that they did it from, but in law we read about it that they wanted to try to say it was a mental thing. So they wanted to charge them as a mental case. For you, people that don't know, meaning that they're not going to charge them with nothing. They're just going to send him to a mental hospital, and then when they see fit that he's okay, they send him away. But he doesn't get charged with anything. That's what that means. So far, they haven't done it. They just spoke about it, and people knocked it down completely, and scientists are fighting back and forth, saying no, that this is not, and some people are saying yes. It's in the on the first side of the dome of the head and blah blah blah. You know, so they trying to, but as I speak about it, maybe it is, because like I said, every single person here walked down the street, no matter who it is, said, looked at a young man. Let's say the females looked at a young man and said, "Whew, if he was older," right there, you just had a sexual thought of a young man. No matter if you said, wow, because guys do the same thing. Damn, what they putting in this milk? You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, if that girl was older or if I was younger, yeah, I would have probably tried. Sexual thoughts. But we don't act on it. So maybe it is a mental thing. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. So, you know what I mean?
Melissa said another thing. She said, "See, what's sad? Us females were raised to clean and have lots of responsibilities. That alone can force a child to mature sooner. Then these girls are like, I only date older men."
Exactly. And not only you, females go to older men, not due to the fact that they were taught from young to cook, clean, do all this stuff. Again, it goes back to the mental state of humans. Females look at someone not knowing it, not self-consciously knowing, look at a male and state to themselves, he can take care of me. He can protect me. So that's why a lot of females look at an older man and say, wow, he can take care of me. You understand? Thus, this is why dad bobs are in. This is why a lot of females like guys with dad bobs. No, that's not the reason? No, seriously, it's because of that reason, because they know they homebody, they take care of their person, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're going to shoot up. We're going to throw into another question that I had on my page, which this one was kind of what I seen on TV. So I thought I bring this out there. If your ex-husband or wife, ex, is getting remarried and they have physical custody of your child, joint physical custody, whatever, there's different custodies, but she has the physical custody, meaning the child stays mostly with them and only goes to you on the weekends and holidays, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Do you have the rights not to let your child go to your ex wedding? Again, if you have custody of your child and your ex, this is go for men or women, your ex is getting remarried, do you have the rights not to let your child go to that to your ex's wedding? What do you think, Rhea?
No, I mean, you don't take away that moment for a child to be there in a special occasion on his father's life or her father's life, whatever.
Or the mother's life. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever the case may be. I don't think the other parents should do that. That's not fair for the child.
True. You guys are watching. What's your answers? Do they have the rights to deny their child to go to their ex's wedding? I see mad faces popping up. Like people got mad with that question. So that must be no. They don't have the rights. I wish you could have seen the thing on our live film here. But I seen a mad face pop up and everything. No, you do not have the rights to tell your child you cannot go to your ex's wedding. You know why? Because your ex-husband or ex-wife, your child, that's his life too. That's part of his life too. And this mostly goes, sad to say, towards the females. Towards the females. No matter who you are, that is basically you're being how you call that? Vengeful.
Vindictive.
Oh yeah, vindictive. That's what you're being. And
Selfish.
oh damn, you're gonna keep just going down the line, huh?
No, because that's not fair. That child is gonna have a relationship with the, soon-to-be wife. So let them have a relationship.
True, true. No, I was saying make sure you don't hear no clicking or nothing like that. I don't see you with a headset on. But it mostly goes to the wives that are doing this. But it's hood wives that are doing this. And the reason why is because, again, like you said, selfish and everything. Well, Melissa said at this point you're just being immature and hating. Yep. Ronaldo said if they behave like adults, it's no problem. Yeah, but if you're not letting your child go to your ex's wedding, then only one of them is acting like a child. So, and then the person that doesn't have physical custody, I'm gonna teach you something, how you bypass all that crap. If you do not have physical custody, that means you get them on certain weekends, right? And certain holidays. You flip-flop. You got them this Christmas, I get them next Christmas, blah, 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 right? This is how you don't even have to worry about what the mother or the father of the physical custody child says. Make your wedding on the weekend you have them. See how that works? I don't have to worry about it. You can't say nothing about it. He's on my weekend. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Now he's in my wedding. See how that worked?
No, but I don't think you should even do that. You know what I mean? Like you're co-parenting.
But if you're co-parenting and there's only one adult, and the person does not want to allow you to have your child on your special day that you give to that child too, say, hey, son, like, and okay, let's keep it real. Like I said, it's a lot of females that do it. They don't want to take, you ain't taking it to that BITCH's house, blah, blah, blah. And, boo-boo, this is not how it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do, right? You're not going to do this to my child. No. Am I the child or am I doing it to you? You're the one that's having a problem. The child is not. Now, if you don't let the child go, and he comes to the house, hey, Dad, how the wedding went? Oh, yeah, it looked good. Look at these pictures. Oh, wow. He was never there. He was never part of that. So, again, since she want to be like, no, boo-boo, it's not going to happen that way. No problem. Next Friday is my weekend, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, you want to change the wedding to next weekend? Thank you. That's it. Problem solved. No, there's going to be drama. I said problem solved, not the drama solved. Because when you come back, I heard you still took my son to the wedding. It was my weekend. Oh, so you want to be slick, boo-boo, and rotate them around. What about if I be slick and I won't give it you next weekend? You know what I'm saying? Because now they feel like you. I got the whole scenario. I feel like I lived it, right?
Frankie said, no parent should deny their child the opportunity to know their parent. Even if that parent is awful, allow that child to experience that and make up their own mind.
Exactly. When you get a separation, I'm about mothers and fathers. When you get a separation, or divorce, read the paper that says Separation. Or read the definition of separation. When two things separate apart, right? When you a half. If you have a half, you take half, I take half. That's a separation, right? That means me and you separated, not me and the child. You know what I'm saying? So this is the problem we're having with the world. So all these things that I hear in the ghetto, oh, the father's not in his life no more, he left. Read the story. Talk to the person a little bit more. I figure 7 out of 10 times you're going to find out it's because the mother drove the father away. I'm not saying all the time, because there are some ghetto dads out there that don't want to be dads and they out. They be doing like the guy in La Bamba. It's not my first, and it won't be my last. I just showed how I love the movie. Did I did a good acting skill right there on the La Bamba? Oh.
Melissa said, my boyfriend has a son, has full custody of. The son's mother is in jail. I also talk to her and say hi because it's about the child. It's not about the issues of adults. I am mature enough to feed, dress, and help her child.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I just got to be the devil's advocate about it. If you're with the father and you're living with the father and the child is in your house, you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to talk to the person. So that is good that she's mature and talk to the mother. Now I'm not with, I'm sorry, white people, but I ain't with this. Let me go hang out with my ex's new husband. You know what I'm saying? Where's Charles at? Oh, he's with his ex-husband with his ex new husband. They in the bar drinking. No, it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna talk about? Yo, did she open her legs like this, like she did with? Oh yeah. Yo, you gotta watch when she does this because I've been with her 20 years, so I'm gonna let you know. No, what do you talk about? Now, you know what I'm saying? But like a lot of people don't know, I have a daughter. She's what, like 50 years old by now? No. No. But when we separated and I went to go pick her up, the guy was there. I had no words for the guy. Knock on the door. There was one time that I even told him, when he opened the door, he said, hey, how you doing? What you need? I said, let me try this again. And I closed the door in his face, his own door, and then I knocked again. When he opened it, I said, I didn't even bother saying nothing. In my mind, I said, if you see me here, it's the weekend. What do you think I'm here for? Now, maybe I was wrong, but in my mind, I don't like stupid questions. You know what I'm saying? And we're not conversating here. There's no small talk, because I don't like small talk. And there's no conversation. Knock on the door, look back. Stephanie, your dad. Bam. Question is. You know what I'm saying? One out of her 20 boyfriends, the last one that she has, broke. But anyway, he was the only decent one. Never seen them in my life. He'll know that I'm going to get my daughter. He'll have her ready. She had a problem in school. Hey, that's your dad. You got to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how that is. So you have to learn how to combine, I guess, when you're separated.
Co-parent.
That's why it's called co-parenting, right?
Exactly.
Co-parenting, not co-parenting with exes. We're not going no barbecue and chilling with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But come on. In a way, having separate mother and father, that's pretty cool. If you have a decent one, because you got 2 birthdays, got 2 Christmases, you know what I'm saying? You get 2 vacations. You get soccer. One day, your mom takes you to soccer, brings you the little sandwiches and the little fruits and stuff. The next day, soccer, you got pizza because the dads, we don't bring in no healthy foods. We got pizza for you, ice cream. You got to look at the bright side to everything, right? Melissa said to the petty, blah, 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 stress.
Yeah, Frankie said, it's true a lot of females do it and it's not right, but let's recognize it's the moms who also hold much more of the responsibility. Hashtag single moms.
Yes and no. See, we could talk about this all day, but I think we're running out of time, right? Oh, we got like good 10 minutes. Yeah, we got about a good 8 to 10 minutes. But Yes and no. I'm going to explain to this, Frankie, the reason why I say yes and no. No matter who has the more responsibility for the kid, the key word was responsibility, right? So you had the responsibility to keep that kid mentally stable as well as physical. So by you denying your child to go to your ex's um, wedding, now you're messing them up mentally. So are you really taking care of that child? You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. So by you're doing it, you're not doing it for the child. I hate when they be like, "No, my child ain't going there. He ain't gonna get corrupted." No, you are not doing it for the child. You're doing it because of you. Because your selfishness doesn't want to. Because you don't have him no more. So you don't want your child to go there. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys, I heard many guys do this. Yo, let me know what he need because the other father better not be buying nothing for him. I got it. You know, like that. No, you don't got it like that, buddy. No, you don't. He's now legally married. They are legally married now. It's his stepfather. So if he wants to buy him something, by all means. I'm not gonna say, yo, you can't buy him nothing because he's physically there more. Now, now I would love for you to call me and say, hey, your son needs this or your daughter needs this. Bam. All right, let me see what I got. Give the parent a chance to say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, he got a football game. You think you can go? Nah, ask John Doe if he can take him. You know what I'm saying? I'll take him next week. Cool. That's what's called co-parenting. Nah, oh, why he got to take him to the football game? You working. Well, you don't know if I could have took a day off. That's messed up. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. Take your male chauvinist, high horse self and move to the side. It ain't all about that. Because there's guys that do that too, and I hate it. It ain't all about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's more females, I'm saying, but it looks more stupid when a guy tries to do it. I'm just saying. You try to be all macho about it and stuff like that. No. No. And then females don't use the line, oh, that's why the judge gave me the child because they knew I can be more responsible than you. Nuh-uh. Chica. Mm-mm. That ain't working this way. That ain't working this way. 75% of the time, you're going to get it even if you're on crack. Because the reason why many men don't get a child, the number one reason, which is the stupidest reason, they don't really have time for the child. You work? Yeah, I work full time. Oh, so what time you get home? About 8 or 9. Oh, you don't have time for the child. The mother works? Yeah, what time you get home? Around 12. Oh, okay, I see that you got time for the child. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Because I've seen it many times in court. So that was the number one reason. So all cause the person have custody, a female have custody, doesn't really mean that she's more responsible than the father. So we'll cut that off out the window quick. So Melissa said, you're right. I'm not worth that shit either. So, hey, but again, back in the days, it took a village. Now, there's no village. Like my goddaughter's watching Melissa, and we helped raise her. It was me, Pito, her mom. We all had part. We took her here. We babysit, Her mom had to go somewhere with my mom or something. We were like, go ahead, we got her. You know what I'm saying? So we were always there. So I don't know, but nowadays it's like they don't want to think about the child. They just want to think separate. And they're like I said, there are fathers like that. And I don't want to tell stories, but there's one that I don't like no more because of that reason. You have opportunities to be with your kids, but you don't take it. No matter what it is. And since I'm saying in that statement, no new lover, no matter who it is, should be coming between you and your child. Yeah, I said it. No, I'm going to repeat it because the engineer didn't hit the rewind button, but I'm going to hit it. No new lover should be coming between you and your child. Never. Because that just shows how much a child you are. And then anyone that does it, that parent don't need to be in their lives anyway, right? That's what I got to say. You embrace it. You embrace it. Yeah, Melissa said, I remember everything. You know? So, and they know. It's kind of hard, but by all means, try to learn how to combine together, because I think that's one of the reasons why kids are acting out now, besides kids having kids. But one of the reasons are they see their parents always arguing. So they assume it's supposed to be all right like that. Because if I go to if I take a bunch of kids right now and I go to a abandoned island, let's say, I make up a different language, whatever, and I'm arguing all the time and showing them that arguing is right, what are they going to think? They're going to think that this new language that I'm speaking is the real language and it's all right to argue all the time. Because that's what they brought up around. So if you're arguing, now when they have kids and they get separated, they assume that they're supposed to be arguing too. So show how you could combine each other. I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Javier? Javier said, I agree with you. No new love should come between you. Lover should come between you and your child. But it happens. That's the sad part. You know, it happens a lot. Now, the new lover can be your new job. Some people let their job become in between their families. You know? Oh, my boss said I have to work. I treat my job, or I treated my jobs, like I treat my lovers. Hey, boss, next Friday, and I won't even tell them. I'll be like walking around, oh, yeah, next weekend I'm going to go here, you know what I'm saying? And you come back talking about, hey, next weekend I need you to work. Didn't you just hear me say I'm going somewhere next weekend? I'm sorry about that. Can't cancel that. Because you know why I used to do that? Because guess what? I'm going to tell you something about jobs that you might not know. This is something new. So, you know, every time I say something new, it's just sarcastic. But this is something new. You can bust your butt in a job for many, many years. But as soon as you mess up, they fire you, and the next day they bring somebody else to do your job like you were never there. Because, boy, you're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Like you were never there. So why bust your butt, stress yourself, lose time with your child, lose time to have a little bit of fun for a job that might be already going to kick you out, and then the next day you was not even there. So I used to tell my boss, no, I already was going to do something. Now, if I was not going to do it, I'm going to cash in that OT. You know what I'm saying? But if I already had plans, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, my child. My boss said I have to go to work. What you working? There ain't no job out here. I don't care who says. There ain't no job out here that could push you to take time away that you already had planned. Because all jobs already know pre-scheduled.
Maybe they're a little strapped on cash and you need extra income. You know what I mean?
Well, if you need extra income, but don't say, my boss said I got to work. No, you don't got to work. You choose to work. But again, is that 8 hours that you made enough to take 8 hours away from a child that you only see once every other week? If you want to put a value like that, then it should be priceless. It should be like that commercial. I work 8 hours. I earned 200. Got back 50 after taxes. Spent 8 hours with my child and see them laughing and running. Priceless. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the money is not all. Especially if you're only going to work a couple hours. Seriously. Now, if you're a doctor and all of a sudden you're the only heart surgeon and somebody came in and you got to fix their heart right away, I could understand that. But you're a factory worker and the pallet fell? No. Mm-mm. No. Go see your child. That's all I got to say. You know? Let me jump in here to some of the questions here. It does start at home. This is Melissa. It does start at home. I am still struggling with things I shouldn't never allow to happen. You had to do deep reflection to uncondition yourself. And that is so true. That's so true. And then Javier said, oh, wow, Javier got anniversary follower badge. So, you know, but he says, we are all expendable at workplace. We quit or we die. Not a tear and a new hire comes along. Exactly. So if you already have that weekend plan with your child, you better not cancel. You know what I'm saying? The only way you're going to cancel is like, son, I can't hang with you this weekend because they finally got my lungs and I'm going to go on to operation. You know what I'm saying? I finally got that heart transplant that I've been waiting for. You can understand, right? You know what I'm saying? But if you say, oh, I got to go to work again, if you hear that child say, again, then you know there's something wrong. Or the big one, son, yeah, I know. You got to go to work. Something wrong. Yeah, you see how I did that too? Again, Dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, then you get the sarcastic one. Don't worry. That's all right, though. I had plan B. I already knew you wasn't going to come. Something's wrong.
I know, that's heartbreaking.
Yes. But with that said, we got to close it up. I just thought up, I wanted to speak about this because I heard someone talking about it, and then I seen the show Meet the Pains, and he's going through it. Like he has a wedding, and she's not allowing the child to go. So because she doesn't like the girl because the girl took her so-called. Anyway, I'm not gonna spoil the whole show. If you want to watch the show, go watch it. But what happened? Hey, Johnny, what's going on? Hey, the whole Latino Guido is in the house. And he is a definitely Latino. He came all late. I'm about to leave, Johnny. It's too late. Now, you got to rewind the whole video and watch it. But anyway, guys, I'll see y'all next week. Stay warm and remember, at least wear a sweater because these days the weather's going up and down. This is a change of weather season, and it could get you sick. So have fun, always laugh, and always look at the bright side of everything. I'm Charles Laloma, and you've been watching the LDM Show right here on the LDM Network. Take care.